Welcome to Around the Metaverse, our weekly show where we bring together the best content creators from the Web3 community to talk about recent news and give you guys everything you need to know to stay up to date. My name is Doug Hype, and I'll be your host today. But more importantly, we have our amazing group of guests. I mean, look around me right now. I don't know if you know this man, but his name is CryptoStache. And he gets around, all right? He's around the metaverse all over the place. He's sneaking
I'm
around,
everywhere.
getting all the secret intel. Welcome to the show, CryptoStache.
Yo,
you can
guys.
find him on here on YouTube, Twitter.
Good to be
anywhere,
here.
Bro.
Yeah, good to be here hanging out. Monday as always. Today is a momentous occasion, though, I will say. If you guys have ever seen the show before, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. We have a brand new host. The host of the show, Adam, he has been the host here for the last almost 2.5 years. And he has now relinquished the title here to Doug. So I think this is a big occasion. Big occasion.
Yeah, thanks, Adam, for hosting the show for many, many decades. But now it's time to bring in the Zype, the Hype, the Dubs, the Jorges, the Stashes. All right, we're here to throw down. And if you've noticed, there's an all-star panel around us, okay? And I don't know who's where on the screen. Let me look. If I have streaming speaker agents, I think number one over here is Jorge. All right. Look, guys. Jorge the Gaming Strategist is here. And if you've seen any of my videos, you know he's like a reckless man on the run, ready to take down Web 2. He's here for Web 3. And he's into marketing and all kinds of amazing strategy in Web 3. Jorge, man, I'm going to tell you, you're one of the most attractive and sophisticated Web3 people I've met. And we proved it by putting you in the coolest music video. So, sir, how are you doing today? And how did you get to become such a Web3 gaming badass, sir?
Yo, guys, appreciate you guys having me on. I'm so excited to be able to talk Web3 gaming with you guys. How did I become? I don't know how I became anything. I think it's because of all you guys. You guys always make this kind of stuff like fucking like the excellent thing, the perfect soup, the perfect mix. I don't know, however you want to put it together. I think it's all you guys, really, that you guys, the people behind the scenes.
Well, you are the number one person on the show right now in your slot, but you better work hard to keep that slot. Okay,
I'm a little jelly of Jorge. Actually, he's got those Thug Life shades. And look, let me tell you, at 3XP last year, they had those. They were giving them away, and I wanted to get one. And then by the time I went over to the booth and got time, they were gone, and I was so mad. I'm like, I love my merch. I know that's where he got them. Yep.
Yeah. I was with Stash too. It's funny because I grabbed them and I was like, look, these are it. And I was
They're
like,
so
these
dope.
are so dope.
Yeah.
I love those, Jorge. Number one. Okay. Number two on this all-star panel, she's got Hype, she's got Zype, she's got Zest. She is absolutely the best morning YouTube host in the world. I wake up in the morning, I drink a little bit of coffee, and then I pop on the old tubes, and there she is, Randy Hipper, Miss Teen Crypto, applause, crypto educator, as seen on Fox Business and the Daily Zest podcast. Randy, how's it going? And welcome to Around the Metaverse.
I am doing so good. I'm feeling zest. I'm feeling hype. I'm feeling Zype. And I'm so happy to see you, Doug, on the show. Stash made a good move having you. If there was the occasion that did happen where Adam had to step down, and Adam will be dearly missed. Much love to Adam as well. But I'm very happy to be here, and I'm ready to talk some Web3 gaming. This is a great panel, too.
Oh man, it's gonna get crazy. You know how it is. It's really, this is just an excuse, Stash, for us to hang out more with our friends and more of the cool people in Web3.
That's why I started this show. I mean, that's legit why. It's just so we could just hang out, man, because there was nobody that was doing something like this. And, you know, a lot of people that create content, it's like a solo thing a lot of times. And this is, we all get together, hang out, we bullshit. You know, we're talking off scene, we're talking on scene. Good.
You know, this is the only time I can pull Dub away from playing Web3 games, because, you know, he's a very specific gambler. He only gambles in Web3. He refuses to hold a deck of cards. He won't step foot in Vegas. And
no roulette,
apparently I
no
saw
blackjack.
in there. Is it true? Is it true, Dub? Okay, everybody. Dub is a content creator, and he's connected around. Everyone loves Dub. He's like everyone's best friend, and he is now the community manager at Shrapnel. Maybe you've heard of that game, possibly. They might be like coming out and having a play test or something. I don't know, whatever, Dub. But Dub is here. We pulled him away everybody around me is always like, why, man, that Dub, he's such a gambler, but only for specific Web3, okay? Dub, how's it going? How are you doing, man?
Freaking great, dude. Thank you so much. Great to be here for what, my 5th show around the metaverse. I've been here for a long time.
This is my 2nd show, Dub. You're beating me. This is like Saturday Night Live. How many hosting shows can you do?
You'll catch up, don't worry, but it's an absolute pleasure. I'll catch up in like a month. Fresh off of Vegas, as we were talking about before, and yeah, I'm not a big kid. I enjoyed everything we did at the HyperX Arena, but everything outside of that, the casinos were not for Dub. I lost a bunch of money playing craps. I should have been gambling in Web3.
It's overwhelming
instead.
there. But you guys were at the arena.
What?
Gaming.
At least he has a good hoodie. His hoodie looks very nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
It looks very comfy. It looks thick, you know.
I just heard a Sigma storm explode. Does that make you feel comfortable, Dub?
I'm right at home.
You're right at home.
Explosions.
He's like, quick, go get it.
Right.
Containment
Go
unit.
get the Sigma. Do you have a capsule?
Great,
I need one of those capsules, Dub. Can you send me one? Because I'm going to be on missions.
Wait, this
one?
one?
No way. They exist?
Oh, they're so good.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I need one.
I legit have zero Shrapnel merch. I've begged for it multiple times. I get look,
hey,
these guys get nothing, man.
Jorge has one?
You got to get good,
wow.
man. That's
wow.
The only time I got one, Stash, is when I went to the Shrapnel house and just stole it. I was like, nobody's here.
Yeah.
I'm like, just stealing.
Oh, no, I would have done the same. I don't blame you. I would have done the same.
They had nothing in my size left, anyways. Like I was like, bro, I'm a full man here. All right, give me an extra small shirt.
Okay, wait, Doug.
I gave you a women's 2XL. It should
fit, women's 2XL.
It works. It's a deep V.
I just made up that size.
Deep
full
V,
man,
real.
right?
But show the manly chest.
V-necks look good though. V-necks do look good. Like people can pull them off.
I like V-necks.
Yeah, you got to give V-necks some credit.
The next spot to extract your Shrapnel merch, I'm going to drop the alpha here, is GDC.
Who's going? I'm going
with that merch.
All right, but tell
who else is going?
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Randy,
we're at GDC.
We're
at GDC. Tell us, where is it going to be at GDC? And when will it be available? Because hold on, there's a key to this. No. You know, there's like a math to this. Like, if you get there the first day and you get there right at 10 a.m., you're guaranteed merch. If you get there the first day at like 4 p.m., you're not getting any merch. If you get there the second day, you're getting like the leftovers.
It's like Jorge has never seen me work before. You know, I take those standard norms. I know them really well, and I break that. You better watch out for Tuesday at 2 p.m. We're just going to just show up.
It's going to rain.
He's going to
be nuts. Did I just come up with that time on the fly? I did. But is that still going to be the time? It is.
Now we're holding it too. We got to hold it. It's on camera now. He's literally, we have video evidence. If he doesn't, then, you know.
Bring it. I'll do it.
This is what the GIA is all about. We're getting the inside intel right here. Man, Stash, how long has this show been going on? For like 23 years? Was it before I was born? It's been a while.
Almost 3 years now.
Wow. Almost 3 years now.
Wow.
And this is something that I'm going to talk about in my newsletter, but like you've been a Web3 dude for like what, like 4 or 5 years now before it was cool. Like you were the OG, like genesis of Web3 gaming right here in front of us.
It's true.
It's been a while.
Yeah, having fun though.
One of the first
and we're having a good time.
Well.
So yeah, Randy, and you guys have been friends for a while, and now I'm jumping in this friend train. I'm getting in here, me and Jorge are making videos. Dub looks cool in the videos. He's like getting tactical stuff together, and he's looking badass in the videos. He's going, yeah, in like my music videos, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, he's like cool PFPs and like paintings of himself that I might have made myself. It's dope. Don't worry about it. Maybe one day you can get one too if you're cool enough. But maybe we should get in some Web3 gaming topics. What do you guys think? Let's do it.
Topic number 1, fire away.
Topic number 1, fire away. Boom. We just had some explosions, buddy. You know what I'm saying? We just had CES in Vegas. Once again, Dub's favorite place. It's the biggest, consumer electronics showcase in the entire world. There's like 140,000 industry people there. They're giving you all the best AI, all the best gaming tech, all the best, anything you can imagine. You can get like a toaster with AI that knows how you like your toast in the morning, right? You can get like a steak grill that just knows how to make a perfect steak every single day. I know, Stash, you're going to get one of those. But for us in the gaming world, we're interested like in CS gaming tech. Okay, from this past week, what was revealed? What does the future of gaming look like, right? So that is the topic. And,
bullish.
Yeah, bullish. Let's go to Stash to start this off, because this is a very, very complex topic, okay? So is AI changing gaming, and is it changing everything around us? Like, are we going to be like gaming on like 3D virtual things around us and VR goggles? Are we going to have 3D little mini like Game Boys and stuff? What is AI going to change like in the near future? Are we going to see like big changes all around us like in the next year?
I mean, I think we're already seeing big changes. It's only going to get bigger, right? So last year we really saw like, you know, generative like Chat GPT and these AI like large language models, you know, proliferating every part of the internet, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger. Now we've had AI in gaming for a long time, but not at this level, right? Not these large language learning models. And so I think that we're already starting to see some games incorporate this on really interesting levels. Parallel Colony, to me, is super interesting what they're doing. Now, you know, I like TCGs, but I really didn't get into Parallel because I was just like, another TCG. Like, do I need this in my life? But Colony looks incredibly interesting to me. So I think that we're going to start to see more and more AI being incorporated in games. Today, the game is also one that is in Web3 that is doing that, where you have AI-based NPCs and you can have full conversations with them. They're not scripted. And that is going to be 100% the future of all interactive gaming, whether it be single player or multiplayer online. We'll see AI-powered NPCs coming. You know, but beyond that, I think AI is going to help us to really catapult a lot of these gaming experiences into AR as well. I think we're going to see a lot more AR experiences being pushed and AR-style devices being pushed. And eventually, we'll find the right type of device that works for everybody. I can't remember this, man, and this is in my brain, but like, if somebody knows, let me know. But there was this episode of some show or something where everybody had this little tiny device that actually went behind your ear. It was like a little, you know, like little dot, like a little mechanical dot that you stuck behind your ear, and it was always there, and it was waterproof. You could wear it all the time, and this was like the main mode of like accessing everything technology. And I was like, man, that's actually a really good use case for tech. I mean, think about that. It's not in your ear, but it works and conducts into your head, you know, with the audio, and it picks everything up and can project things and all kinds of stuff. And I think that we're going to get close to that. And I think AI is actually going to help us find and build those perfect AR/VR devices. So I do think AI is going to be huge here over the, you know, next 5 to 10 years. But I also think we're going to see a huge rise in alternative type of devices to consume games and content on the go or at home. It won't be the Apple headset though, man. That thing is trash.
It is,
Yeah,
but I think it is trash. But I think one thing to note here is that because of them, I'm sure there's a lot of people now trying to figure out ways to get into it to say, hey, if this does take off and somebody else does it, like, what do we need to do to either be on this platform or work with them and stuff like that? So I think even though they're trash, and I would never buy that, not financial advice, but never buy that shit.
You just can't afford it.
Well, that's the truth. I mean, I didn't want to say it publicly, but now you did.
Not
I would just, I would just say that again, these are the type of things that we need in the space, because look at cell phones, right? You know, you look at Samsung and you look at Apple. It's always the race to who has the most innovative tech.
Yeah.
And there's always all the applications trying to build to that, right? Even in gaming, the gaming trying to figure out how to be pre-installed in these games, in these cell phones, and making sure they're compatible. It's the same thing with the AR stuff. So I think it's a good sign, but I do say we're still far away from it.
Well, guys, you know what's really interesting? These glasses I wear right now have AR in them, and I can see that right now that Dub is actually playing Parallels as we speak. So,
Dummy said you wouldn't do that.
You got me.
Look, no, he's investigating
I
for
gotta
us.
get the
GI,
battle
we need to find
pass.
out, what are they doing with the AI and Parallels, Dub? Tell us the info. What do you know? What do you know about AI? Are we going to put AI in Shrapnel? What's going to happen? Like, I just watched that movie, The Creator, and my mind's blown. They literally just made that movie on like a little Sony FX3. And they're like, AI is inevitable. It's evolution. You can't stop it, just like Web3 is. And Dub, I need to know the intel, bro. What's happening inside of these games?
That's funny because I watched Dumb Money on the airplane instead of watching The Creator, and now I'm regretting it.
The Creator was so good.
I mean, AI's been in gaming for forever. I mean, I want to say gaming's always been the pioneer of AI tech. I mean, from having bots that simulate humans so that we can fill multiplayer lobbies when it's not available, from so on and so forth. I mean, Colony and what Parallel is doing with having a fully AI controlled character that can also mint the items on the blockchain and create them based off the stories you created is super interesting because it's combining image processing and generation with chat and everything like that. So I mean, of course it's going to be a big part of gaming, and of course it's going to be a big part of Shrapnel as well. I don't exactly know how that looks, but the first thing I want to call out was CES though is, man, there are a bunch of suits. We went to a CES party in Vegas like the first night we landed. I didn't even step into it. I looked in, I was like, oh my God, this is not for us. It was like a bunch of people who worked at Office Depot or something. I couldn't believe it. So I mean, I think it's really going to take the gaming sector to make it cool, because those mouse and keyboard pushers at CES are definitely not the guys that are thinking what's cool and what's not. We even bullied them off a craps table. Way to go, Tony. But yeah,
Tony.
that's my main feeling on it. Like for sure, it's going to be a critical part of gaming. It's interesting that right now, it's like art and some sort of, I guess, I don't know who's really using ChatGPT, the text processing the most, but it's not the gaming sector at the moment. But it's definitely going to become more, especially as we see innovations from games like Parallel that are just like full send into the AI as if it's a controller or a core aspect.
I'm super excited about it. Jorge, do you want to give an answer, or did you already give us your answer? I feel like, Jorge, you're the only person that can match my energy or try to in this universe. So I'm going to give you 43.69 seconds to give a full answer, sir.
Yeah, no, I think CES, a couple things. I love that the way that phones are being developed. I think if you look at the gaming industry, right, we know mobile phones are kind of where most gamers are when you look at around the world for the users, right? And if you look at like the newer phones that are coming out, they are almost like a freaking gaming laptop. I mean, or a gaming PC. I mean, they have some of the latest and things to be able to game. They're actually called gaming cell phones, right? And I think this evolution of where this is going, the more people that are able to have these kind of phones and have accessibility to it, I think that for us in this section of Web3 gaming, or for gaming in general, this is a very bullish sign, because again, we already know some of the facts and the stats around the world of where gamers are and what they're using. I think things like these are the innovative things that are pushing us even forward, and why we should be doubling down in Web3 gaming.
Would your AI robot tell you to wear those glasses every day, Jorge, or they tell you that they're trash?
Also,
there we go.
Wow, Rave 3, shout out to the G's, dude. And also shout out to your kids' Princess Fairy tent in the living room. You get best dad of the day award on this show for sure, man. That's awesome.
All right, let's do this, baby. We're going full rave.
All right.
I love it.
It's not even funny, baby. Let's go.
Did you guys coordinate that? I mean, like, why don't you have the same? Like that's like.
I have them. They're in Seattle though. I wish I was notified ahead of time of the race.
I mean, I have the fur jacket. I mean, but you said to wait for that, right? That's towards the end. You want me to put on? All right, cool.
Yeah, put that at the end of the show. Don't take my hype. Sorry about that. I love things like CS, AI, and everything. Randy, look. I saw at CES that they have like a grill type oven where you can have a perfect steak every time. There's nothing that's untouched by AI now. Like literally it'll learn from you what you like. It'll make sure it's perfect every time, no matter what kind of steak you put in. And now it's like, my life's complete. I don't need anything else. Imagine the possibilities of what you can have around you at all times, like your television, whatever, can all be automated. And now this is a little bit of a part of a Web 2 question. What do you think AI is going to do to impact your life around you? And do you think that it's going to be somehow part of like your everyday gaming life going forward?
In terms of like life, AI is definitely integrated all the time. I mean, if you look at like our algorithms that we're scrolling through every day on like Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, yeah, like that's like artificial intelligence. So it's definitely taking over our lives quite a bit.
Do you use it right now?
What? Like
AI
what type
in any way?
I mean, yeah, through the algorithm. I mean, we've been using it through like, autocorrect like for a long time as well. So I think we've always had like some sort of artificial intelligence. I just think that it's getting to a point where it's like invading like the personal, where it's getting to know you, it's getting to know actions and then emotions, and then it dives into all of that. And I think it's gonna try to like kind of tear apart like human relationships, because there's gonna be like AI girlfriends and stuff like that. So there's
What?
gonna be like
They
a whole
already
bunch of
have
things
AI
that are
girlfriends.
like, I literally have projects
great,
reaching out to
okay?
me about AI like couples and like NFT couples, and I'm like kind of shook by it because I just don't even know what to think. And so that's what I'm scared about.
Wait,
For
wait,
Do you use
1999, you can
AR
have
or
a
VR at
girlfriend
all?
too.
yeah.
I tried a VR like with the what is it called, the Quest, but I just like kept getting like crazy headaches from it. I couldn't get used
Did
to
you
it.
try like
Not a-
lightsaber and all those kind of
Yeah,
things?
I did. I had fun, but I just couldn't get used to it for some reason.
Not
But it was
I
everybody can
have
get
one. I
used to it.
like
Yeah,
the
it's-
drum one where you can like play musical instruments. It's kind of
That's
fun.
fun. Yeah.
It's a good time, but that's the thing, guys. It's just remember, AI is just a tool. It might be a tool that takes over the universe and turns us into slaves, but it's just a tool for us to use. Not a big deal here. Dub knows what I'm talking
I want
about.
to touch on. I want to touch on something real quick, like that. Jorge was saying about your phone, right? Everyone's like, oh, everyone's got these phones, and it's these like gaming focused phones. One of the big things that I saw is been a narrative here that kind of when you talk about mainstream gaming is these handheld devices, right? Having a specific handheld gaming device. I mean, we have a Steam Deck. We have the ROG like Ally. We have like the brand new MSI that just premiered at CES. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Like the Claw. Yeah, exactly. Do you own any like handheld gaming device? Anybody here own a handheld gaming device like that you take on the go?
I've had a Game Boy since I could walk. Now I have the
That
Nintendo
counts.
Switch.
I used to have a DS.
Switch, yeah. Switch is I have a Switch as well, yeah.
And
I
that's
saw
how my
Bryson
nephew is
recently just
gaming
said that he has a bunch of them, but ended up not really using them because he just prefers his PC. But there's definitely a demographic of people that carried around, maybe like a lot of kids and traveling and stuff. But that's the thing too, is that how good are those platforms? Maybe that's the future where like they become so good in 3D that you use it all the time.
It could be cool if you had a 3D thing like that, right? But like it wouldn't be actual physical controls. Think about having like a holographic display, right? We just saw at CES also that Samsung was unveiling this like transparent LED, right? And so it's screens being projected in a transparent environment. Obviously still through an actual device like glass. But think about when we get to a point where maybe it is just something so simple that projects into your AR, like an AR into your reality, and you're hitting controls, going boop, boop, boop. And we've already kind of seen some of this, right, in some gaming applications. But man, I think that is going to be moving forward. So it could be where these kind of devices that are physical now with physical screens transform into that device that kind of enables that on the go. And then you have, a massive, 180-foot screen in front of you, and everything is AR, and like Mario's jumping in real time in 3D, and you're using like holographic controls to like make him do shit. And I mean that's coming, man. Like the crazy tech is gonna be there sooner than we think.
We saw at CES just this year that there are already tons of 3D monitors everywhere. I think they had a whole section just full of 3D stuff. You don't even need glasses or anything, Randy. Like just think about this, Randy. Like, do you want to be 3D when people are watching your show?
I don't know. I'm a little scared.
Zesty in 3D. Zesty in 3D.
Like, what do you mean, like 3D? Like there's gonna be a hologram of me?
Yeah, just sticking out of the,
Oh, that's scary.
What if you had a digital twin that was like, and you could fight and play games with and all these things? It could be fun.
Dub is gonna do that. Dub, you don't have
I'm
brothers,
scared.
do you? You need to have a digital twin brother to play games.
The world's got enough of Dub. Not anymore.
But I do think to what Stash was saying is I think that there's a trend or it's I think I look at this on a standpoint from accessibility, right? Gaming PCs, right? You're talking about $3,000 to $5,000. You're talking about gaming laptops, maybe $1,000 to $2,500, right? The handheld ones give you access to these games that you possibly could play on these more expensive things at a lower cost. And so accessibility wise, for those that can't afford a gaming laptop or can't afford a gaming PC, they could go to this handheld device and be able to still game. And so I think it's just, again, like, understanding what the users and what they could afford. And I think, like, for us, like, like you mentioned, Bryson, I don't think he would ever use it or need it because he's got his, like, $10,000 rig that he does his streaming every day from. So, a handheld wouldn't make sense unless he's traveling. But when you're traveling, you got your cell phone really kind of doing that other stuff. So I think it's just that itself that there's getting more accessible to certain people that play video games.
Yeah, accessibility.
Also on the
Do you
topic,
think that the new technology could help you get be on time, Jorge, to the show?
No.
No AI can help that.
No, there's nothing.
Okay, I
nothing
mean, hey, I need AI for a lot of help. I need to set reminders. I'm probably more in Jorge's boat than he realizes. Okay, so question number dos. What is the next big thing in mobile gaming? Right, like, are we going to see a new kind of game, a new genre? Are we just going to have Candy Crush, Web3? Like, what's going to happen here? Like, a lot of games are web-based where you can play them on your phone, like Pixels and stuff. Let's go to Dub first because Dub knows the answer. I can see he's nodding his head. What is going to be the next big thing in mobile gaming?
It's auxiliary experiences that add on to existing gaming ecosystems. So, for example, Star Atlas of all the games have made a like move to earn style app that is a mobile game purely that goes along with their main ecosystem and in that you go and you collect resources and all these things to essentially improve your ship.
So it's like Pokemon Go, but like just as an auxiliary thing.
But actually linked to a Pokemon game.
Linked to a bigger game.
And it's more of this like cross-platform ecosystem that mobile games are going to start doing more often. And I'm looking forward to seeing like games like Fortnite and CSGO having some sort of a mobile version that is pairs well with their current ecosystem and game.
It's like the game loop never ends. You're sleeping and you're just in the game loop.
Yeah. You go outside and you actually touch grass, but you're still in the game loop. And there's AR and all those kind of cool things involved because, you have the glasses that Apple's doing such a good job at creating and innovating on.
I love that answer, man. That's something that I've seen a trend too when it comes to mobile. I think that's kind of a thing that Web3 is really leading the way on. I don't think I've seen a lot of like mainstream games do this, but Illuvium has, I would say out of everybody was kind of the first person to push this narrative of like, hey, we have this mobile game that's like your resource management, you're managing your land and getting resources, and that ties into the main game. It's not like a separate game where you have like COD and COD Mobile. And it's basically just COD, but like on a tiny freaking screen. You're like, where is he? I can't see. But I think that's that. No, that's a great answer, man. I love that.
Yeah, I think
Dub is the secret genius of Web3. Okay, let's get this straight, Jorge. I see you mean with me.
Yeah, and then the thing about it, again, to the accessibility play that I don't know why I'm all of a sudden on this damn narrative, but like you look at like, where mobile gaming is big, right? And look at Brazil, right? And you look at how crypto is so huge in Brazil, right? And so again, like you look at Web3 gaming and that they're most mobile users, and then you look at that, gaming is big already in Brazil, man, you're starting to tie all these dots together that like, holy crap, like, this is the ways that Web3 is going to be moving forward, and why probably mobile Web3 gaming will be the catalyst, possibly in this possible next bull run.
Wow, I'm surrounded by just straight geniuses. Are you guys all secretly in the GIA and just like growing brain cells 24 hours a day? Okay, Randy, can we just please have some comedic relief? Do you have something to tell me that's not going to make my brain have to learn or have to do something new? Do you play mobile gaming? Like, do you use your phone for mobile gaming? Do you play Candy Crush? Like, what do you use your phone for? Are you on your phone a lot? Do you try to like stay away from your phone? Like, what does your day look like with your phone?
I mean, as like a content creator, I guess I'm never on my phone. I'm always I'm never on my phone. I barely touch it. My screen time is 6.9 minutes every day. So I do love my phone. I'm on it all the time. And I think I like, I like mobile gaming once in a while. I like to dabble in some gamery. Especially last bull market, like I was making content on content. For mobile gaming, I'm a big fan of Thunder Games, and I always put people onto them because they've been developing for a while. They were really a part of like part of like Lightning and stuff like that. So basically, if you play their games, like Solitaire, I was just talking about in the chat, and a few other games, you earn Satoshis. So I love playing those games sometimes, just like games that you would normally play, but get paid to play. So that's basically what I'm doing. I do a lot of that in terms of mobile gaming. It's very cool. I enjoy it. It's leisurely, something fun to do
Casual.
when you have some downtime.
Casual.
I'm going to give you a bonus question, Randy. I'm going to give this question to Stash also, but Dub and Jorge is not allowed to answer this question because they've been too much of a genius already. What game is going to be the game to pop off in 2024? And is it going to be a PC game, a console game, or a mobile game? It could be any game, or it could be a tabletop game. It could be anything that you can possibly imagine.
I think that the game that's going to pop off is the one that's the most catchy and the one that gives the best user experience. Honestly, like, I haven't had a plans to play Shrapnel yet, but I've heard some interesting things, and I know that Flappy Bird is coming back to the market, so Flappy Bird might make a big big stink in the community. So because it's something that's known, something that people are familiar with, but definitely I think something that brings the user experience, something that hooks people and gives people that sense of like, okay, this is fun and I'm playing it to play it, rather than the whole like, token, what NFT is integrated into it. Something like, genuine enjoyment. I feel like that's important.
You actually secretly answered my secret question, which is a more motivator for you, finance or the fun of the game, right? I didn't even ask it, and you answered it right there. You want to have fun.
Yeah, I do.
Stash.
I kind of do.
Girls just want to have fun.
Randy, do you think Stash is going to give us like a banger, like a surprise game? Like he's just come out of nowhere. Like what is the game or game?
I got it already. It's here.
Listen, he's already got the games. He's already had experience in the Web3 game, space. He's had experience with Wax for a long time. He did a bunch of things over there with his secret mission. So, if Stash wants to come out with something, it's going to be a banger. He knows what people want to do. He knows what people want to see and what's going to last. He's gone through and played all of these games. He's also dealt with all of these companies that reach out, and he knows how to handle all of these people that, he's going to approach people, at least like, if Stash, doesn't get all crazy, but I would assume he would approach people with the mindset of like, I'm a content creator. What would I expect from someone to reach out to me? So I feel like
I hear a theme song in the background. That must mean the Agent Stash is about to throw down hard. Secret Agent Stash.
Let's go.
Can you hear me? Can we get some alpha? What is going to be the Web3 game or genre that's going to pop off in 2024 in any form?
I'm going to bring it all together here. Everything that everyone just said, I'm going to bring it all together in my one offering, right? So when you talk about what Dub said, where you have a mobile game that is a counterpart to a regular game, and then a game that is just different enough and interesting enough with really great everything that that like really sucks you in and draws you in, I'm going to tell you guys, 2024, as long as the game launches this year, which I do believe it is going to fully launch, Off the Grid is going to be the standout Web3 hit. They have a mobile component called Technocore, which is a mobile game that it's basically a drone control game, and you're flying drones around like picking up packages and other things, and you can actually earn items by playing this game that are usable in Off the Grid. So they have this interoperability of their mobile game stuff and what you're earning there. It'll then be translated into Off the Grid as well. And so what we've seen so far, it's good. I mean, essentially, kind of, yeah. Same thing. It's a counterpart to the game. It's not it's not the mobile version of the game, but it supports the game, and so you can do that on the go, and you're flying drones around and doing some reconnaissance and stuff, and then that kind of that progression and those things that you're earning there translate back into Off the Grid. And I think it's going to be great. Now, much love to everybody else out there. They're already so far ahead as far as development cycle goes. I think that we're going to see a lot of other games that are going to be amazing this year as well. I'm super excited about Shrapnel, obviously, coming here for first real play test, so that's going to be fire. But yeah, I really do think that this is going to be one of those years where we see a game like Off the Grid pop off. And it's also going to be, I think it's also going to be the first real big official game that's coming to console that is Web3 enabled too.
Stash, we've got a lot of people watching this show right now. I can't even count that high. That's how many people are watching this show. I want everybody in the comments right now, and I see you, Randy, in there. I want everyone in the comments right now to tell me what game you think is going to pop off and why it's Shrapnel, okay? And I want you to also then win a heavy extraction pack from one of those people that makes a comment on this show right now, because I have a bunch of them in my pocket, okay? Tell me in the comments right now, what is the game that's going to pop off, and also why is it Shrapnel? So we've had a lot of fun with these 2-ish questions, right? But I believe it could be time for the lightning round.
Lightning round.
Is it now time for the lightning round?
We need a lightning sound effect. We need to get that next time.
I've got mostly just explosions. Explosion lightning round.
I'll get a lightning
We'll
bolt
get
for
a
next
lightning
time.
explosions for the next show, okay? I'm writing it down.
Get the Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow!
Lightning
Oh,
McQueen.
that's a good one. Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
With the lightning
That's a
in the
good one.
background, like ka-chow.
Yeah, come on, Doug.
Oh, we
All
got
right,
this.
I'm
We got
writing
this.
Down. Dub's
Yep.
giving me marching orders.
he's
now, listening to
making
everything
notes. He's
Dub
like, hold on,
does.
guys. I got.
Yeah, I write notes. See, I'm the hardest working man in this business, and don't discount me, okay? Because I wrote some notes today. I have some notes I wrote down. All right.
Perfect.
So this lightning round, chicka. All right, Lightning McQueen. The question is what kind of game do you think you're gonna put a lot of hours into in 2024? Like, or is it gonna be like one of those games like Pixels where you have to farm a lot? Is it gonna be like a first-person shooter like Shrapnel where you can do so many things, create stuff in the game, make your own like insignias and stuff, search for Sigma? Is it going to be a game like Parallels that like we know people here love, where you can do AI stuff? What game do you think you're going to sink a ton of hours into? Let's go to Jorge first.
The play to earn game, the one that's gonna give me the money, the one that's gonna show me the money, the one that I'm gonna earn on, because that's what Web3 gaming is still at, right? We're still in the speculation game. We're still in this play to earn mechanics. Guess what? Show me the money and I'll win. That's all.
Show
can't
me
even
the
finish
money.
his statement,
It's my
man.
money
That's
and I need
great.
it now.
Look, I gotta be full disclosure. I met with Big Time today, and they're like, "Doug, what is the thing people care about in Web3 gaming?" And I was all like, "Oh, yeah, money." And they're like, "Exactly." So it's true. There is a big segment of Web3 gamers that like are heavily motivated by that, right? So a lot of fun. All right, so let's go to Dub. Dub, you are having a good time. It seems like it looks like you enjoy here more than even Vegas. And what game do you think you might put a ton of hours into? And I'm anticipating this stash. I'm anticipating what he's gonna say right now, because it could be anything. It could be any game, but I think I have an idea what it might be, Dub. What is the one game you're gonna sink your hours into?
Sorry, but it's going to be all three. It's going to be 3 games because I like to split my time like a craziness. I'm going to be playing Shrapnel, the extraction shooter, obviously a ton because that's my job. Then I'm going to be playing on the side the AI simulator of Parallels Colony game as it comes out. And then when I'm not doing those 2, I'm going to be playing my move to earn game because I'll be outside running and still getting that gaming in while doing it.
Like that. I like that.
You got a whole plan. Dub is like got it all set up. He just lays.
No, like it's like you gave him the question ahead of time or something, and he thought about it.
It's like
I did not think about it
with some kind of like stipulated contract. You must answer these questions to be on this show. All right. Let's change it up. Let's go to Stash next. What game are you going to put a lot of hours into? You played a lot of games. I saw you even play big time at certain days of the week. Maybe I'll join you on this. Maybe we'll have days where we play games together, all of us friends. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always around.
Okay, with all of your intel and your knowledge, what games do you think you're going to put a bunch of hours into?
Look, man, the game genre that I do truly love the most, and that I have classically put countless hours into, has always been RPGs. Whether they're MMOs or whether they're single player experiences. I mean, RPGs always just suck me in, man, because I'm a sucker for a really good story, right? And then, all the other elements that kind of drive, like the collecting, the crafting, all of those things. That, I mean, it really does, man. And it's hard for me to do that because I want to spend the hours, but then I'm like, oh, I should be working instead. People think like, oh, you work in gaming, so you just must game all day long. I'm like, bruh, you do not understand. I try and get as much game time as I can in. But in general, yeah, I mean, RPGs and MMOs are always the ones that really suck me in. That's where I spend the most time. Shooters, probably a close second, right? Because they're more casual. I can jump in for 20, 30 minutes, play a match or two, and be gone. But man, if I sit down to play an RPG, I'm there for 3 hours, minimum. And I'm just like, all right, let's go. And then it's gone.
And that's the thing is you see, like I mentioned, big time, people are playing that game like crazy and they're making money and
Big
people are
time's fun.
streaming it and it's like a phenomenon because they've combined all that stuff together. And so they've done a good job with that. You know what I'm saying?
So far, so good. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Randy, you know, it's funny. Whenever I have a meeting with a gaming company, they ask me like, "Do you play games?" And like, my job is in Web3 gaming. I think that they would just assume that I do, and my answer is like, kinda. Like, I'm busy. Me and Stash are busy. We're trying to do secret agent stuff and things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a life to live, and mostly it's gaming stuff. But like, producing content, business development, producing shows, producing videos. You know, making friends, making network connections, all that stuff takes a lot of work. So like my time is very, very precious. And I feel like Randy, we're in that same boat. We love content creation. We want to give people the energy and like we love gaming, but I might not have time to game all day. Now I do love gaming. I've gamed my whole life a lot, believe me. I put so many hours into games like Madden and all these other things, crazy amounts. I used to be ranked and all this stuff, right? So, you know, but that game became cheesy in this web too, bro. So Randy, how's it going with you and gaming, and what do you think you might put some time into in 2024?
Gaming is going good. Life is going good. I think in 2024, I'm definitely looking forward to games I have access to because a lot of Web3 games we don't have access to, and a lot of them are in beta or in the pre-alphas and all the other, types of things that they're in, all these phases. So when I have accessibility, I want to play a lot of FPS games. I really like the big time vibe as well because you're kind of going in different directions. You're choosing your little portal. You're playing a little quest. And I really, like I said, I really like my mobile games as well, my leisure games, just like if I have a few minutes and I just want to play a little game and satisfy like a little
Candy
craving for
Crush. You
gamer.
like playing Candy Crush, admit it.
No, I'm talking about my Web3 games. I'm talking about my solitaires. I'm talking about my Bitcoin Bay, my well, hold on. I have a Web3 folder, crypto gaming folder on my phone. Bitcoin Snake, Bitcoin Bay, Club Bitcoin, Tetro Tiles, all my Bitcoin games. I love playing them. So I will continue to play such games and whichever ones hit mobile because I know that WagMe was looking for mobile and a bunch of different things. So I'm looking to what I have accessibility to and what's going to bring me that joy and zest that I desire in my life, Doug.
I'm getting Scott Herman on the call right now. Hey,
I
Scott.
love Scott. I really do.
Randy is down for some WagMe phone gaming. She's going to go heavy into that stuff. You don't even know.
But she needs the money, so you got to show her the money.
Show her the money. That's right. You better pay up, bro. All right. I'll broker this deal. Don't worry about it. I won't even take any percentages. All right. It'll just be like, some cake involved.
Too kind. Doug, you're too kind of a soul. You're a kind soul.
Look,
Doug.
man, I'm easily motivated by cake. It's not even hard. Now taffy also. I have so many delicious things in my life. It's not even fair. But we got Alpha here today, Stash. We learned that Randy is a hardcore maxi. All day she's on her phone. She even tried to hide it by saying she's on the phone for 6 minutes a day. She's playing all these Web3 games, playing the Web3 version of Candy Crushes and jackpots and whatever it is. It's crazy, right? Jorge, how do you think about this situation? How do you think the show is going right now? Do you think that we've matched the level of your luxurious like streaming studio / office overlooking the skyline of what is that, New York City or something, or Saigon? Where are you right now?
I'm in South America. I'm in Ecuador right now. So
Ecuador, that's very fantastic and fancy. Ecuador.
Yeah.
Bougie.
No, I think you're killing it. And I think Stash is gonna bring you back for round 2 next week. Following week, hey, you know what? You might have the whole. You're here until 2025. Hey, 2025. You're past the bull run now, man.
Let's go.
You're past the
Wait,
bull
is
run.
Randy avoiding answering questions right now? Is he just making jokes? Because I fully
100%.
I feel like that was a little bit of a voidy, but I like his prediction of it. You're gonna last at least 1 year.
On this show.
He's like, you're making it 2025, bro. I don't know beyond that, but
He's like a staked NFT. Like you leave it for a duration and then you see. Yeah.
Rugged after
we
a
have to
year.
make
Just go silent
on this show. Web3 and everybody here is going to blow up so big by in a year from now. We won't even know what YouTube or gaming is. It's going to look different. It's going to be crazy. We're going to be like on television and have a giant YouTube studio, all of us together.
Popping collars and then dollars.
We're going to be popping like this. I mean, if the things going according to how they are going right now, let me tell you, it's just like pow to like something like the moon or Pluto or something like that, Jorge,
does this mean I get it for
play right now, Jorge? Tell me, what games do you play?
I'm playing. Well, I mean, because I'm working.
Jorge plays Mix Mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mix Mob. All right.
Yeah. I mean, that is what I'm playing right now. I'm playing Mixed Mob and I'm
All right,
playing
that's
Teen
it.
Crisis
That's your
right
answer.
now. So
Sorry.
those are the two
Done.
games.
You don't get to talk. Nope, that's it. Mixed Mob. You're in the Mixed Mob. You and Paisan, buddies for life. Just go on Twitch and play Mixed Mob until your eyes bleed, until your heart's content. You know what I'm saying? Just go for it. You guys are best buddies now. I expect you to call him on the phone as soon as this show is over with. Stache, we've gone through all the questions, and usually this show goes about 3-4 hours, but I just went fast. I'm not very good at this. I'm just new to this thing. I don't know how to host a
Perfection,
show.
Doug. Perfection.
Just perfect.
Yeah, you nailed it.
45
You're
minutes
awesome,
right
Doug.
to an hour.
Yeah.
Hey, great job, Doug.
Yeah, Doug. Woo!
We even did have a costume
Come
change.
on,
I
Jorge,
changed
let's go.
sunglasses.
Jorge, let's go. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Come,
I
everyone
love
going.
it.
All right, all right, all right. Next, we all need a fur coat and shades for next time.
Hold on, I'm playing my favorite song right now. Okay. Just watch out for some karate kicks. You're the best around, guys.
That's
Okay,
what
before
Web3
we leave, though, you know we have to do one thing. That's not actually what we're doing, though.
I want to
That's right,
play
but
Mixed
also-
Mob. Best.
This is Randy's theme song we're going to play just before we leave. Everybody here needs a theme song. Dub,
Theme songs
Jorge,
great. They're great.
you
I
know what I'm
love things.
saying? You got to have
I
a
gotta-
theme song.
I
You
gotta-
got to have it.
Should I go get
But,
my cake? Because they got a full cake in the fridge right now.
Mine's the
Mm.
wine.
Yeah,
do?
wait, hold on, hold on.
Where is it?
Oh my gosh, everyone's going to get cake. I don't have any cake, Doug. I should have had cake on hand. Now I feel like underprepared.
People, Doug, I love you, but I hate cake, bro.
He doesn't
All
eat
right,
anything
we're
with
gonna-
sugar.
Yeah,
He's like,
Doug
come on, man.
says like
I
this.
also try to avoid
Eat
sugar, but nothing. Like, look, you guys both have cake.
Animals.
Look at this.
Wow,
Look
wow.
at that. I need to screen grab
It-
this
Randy's
right
looks
now.
better. I like Randy's. It looks much
it's
nicer.
fun.
It's
Wow.
funfetti.
You guys are now
funfetti.
Funfetti. Ooh, that does kick it
Oh
up.
my god.
And a donut.
Oh my god,
Where's
Randy,
the
she's got
donut
cake
coming
and she's got a
from?
donut.
I don't know what's in the donut, but I
Cake
do
is
like
that
donuts.
great.
Yeah. I'm
This is
I'm
a
more
chocolate
of
mousse cake.
Ooh, chocolate mousse. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's so freaking good. This bakery opened in my neighborhood. It's literally gonna be the end of me
My
and my
favorite
family.
is that your favorite? My favorite cake is tres leches. Have you guys ever had tres leches with
Oh, yeah.
fresh strawberries?
My favorite
creamy
is strawberry
cake. Oh.
shortcake, but it's
Yes.
it's like none of that schmutz though. It's got to be like fresh strawberries, none of that
Yeah.
jelly stuff, and the fresh cream and the
Yeah.
cake, and then it's red velvet, and then chocolate mousse.
I'm telling you,
and
tres
then
like-
cheesecake.
leches tres leches is like a strawberry shortcake, but like in a cake form,
Thank you.
and it's
I
like
like
all
a
in
great-
there.
A good burrito.
No, you're right. You guys are
Good
both speaking my
burrito.
language. Strawberry shortcake.
I was like,
is
just
the
give me a freaking burrito, man.
burritos.
Cake
Dub,
burrito?
we're gonna choose
Just
pizza.
never say the
Whoa,
word
whoa,
pizza
Dub, okay.
around me, okay?
Wait, Dub.
Oh,
What about a cake shaped like a burrito that is so realistic that you wouldn't know, and then you try to eat it, and you're like, damn it, this is cake, man. They have those.
They have those.
They do, but you know, there's also those TV shows where they make everything cake.
That's
and you're
what
like,
I'm
is it
saying,
cake
yeah.
Or not.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
like a
you wouldn't
shoe
even
when
know.
You eat it, and you're like, oh,
You
my
wouldn't
God,
even
it's
know.
cake.
Yeah. My grandma's the master of this. My birthday is around Thanksgiving, and she'd make me a turkey gravy cake that was made out of like stuffing and the rest.
Wow.
And it looked like a cake,
That's
but it
badass.
was all Thanksgiving dinner.
That's
That's
badass.
beautiful.
All right, I might do that. I'm
That's
gonna
a
see what
great
I do.
gift.
That's a great
Can
idea.
I come to Thanksgiving next time? Like, what's going on here, Dub?
Web3
Yeah.
creator Thanksgiving.
I mean, you created.
Is
the
there a
paintings
mac and
on the
cheese?
wall.
bring
I did.
mom.
Actually,
Bring
she
grandma.
has my painting on her
I
wall.
went to family yesterday, and the painting is still there.
That's
It was
awesome.
not taken down.
That's
after
awesome.
that.
Wait,
So it's
wait,
real.
so-
It's a real thing.
Did you hand draw that? Or you? I thought it was
Yeah.
like
No.
AI
It's
computer.
a
Wait, what?
combination of
AI,
things.
right? The AI
What?
drawing, yeah.
It's AI, but it's also me painting on it and doing other things and manipulating
I thought you
Photoshop and
hand drew
stuff.
that.
No.
I hand drew that.
yeah. No, yeah, just if someone says it, like, oh yeah, it was 100% me.
But the thing
know-
about it though is actually the way I did it probably takes way longer than hand drawing. Believe me, like it took
Okay,
me.
now-
It takes
now I feel
forever.
good. Now I feel
Dub, just don't show this video to your grandmother. Just tell her.
good.
it's
She's
hand
watching right now.
She's just literally good.
Oh
tell
my
tell
gosh.
grandma we all need that
Grammy
recipe.
Dub.
We need that recipe for that gravy turkey cake. I'm all about that, man. I'm all about it.
I'll send it.
One day we should have a segment of the show where we all just take Dub's the painting and we hand draw it, like in like the style where everyone has a drink and then we all paint together.
Bob
right?
Ross style, like we all got our easels
Bob
and we're like,
Ross
hey, we're gonna do Bob Ross.
wine and
That would be
painting.
fun.
Yeah.
Would it be like
why
one of those
not?
like sipping ones? Like I know people do like the sip or other type of stuff and paints, you know?
What kind of
Oh, I
stuff
know what
there?
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that stuff. Yeah.
Everyone with their Sherlock pipes around like puff and paint. Puff and paint. Is that not what it's called? Puff and paint.
All right, we have a
yeah,
winner.
yeah.
Ding,
All right,
ding,
we're off the
ding.
rails. We're off the rails, Doug. You got to end this before we get any crazier.
Come on, Doug. Run the show,
Before
baby.
we go, we went off the rails, which is where I like to go. But before we go, I have a winner in the audience, and they listed their favorite game they want to put hours into is STG football, which I also love. It's actually really fun.
It is a fun
And
game.
if you like sports games and stuff,
game,
I
yeah.
got to do a stream with Christian Watson from the Green Bay Packers. If you notice, the cheesehead over here who just crushed the Cowboys and threw down like 49 points on them. So good job, Christian.
Brutal.
And the Green Bay Packers and STG
remember,
football. So we got
you're
everything in
Mr.
Web3. We got sports. We got all that stuff. Hearts. And so hey everybody, thanks for coming to the show. Sash, thanks for having a show. Thanks for letting me cause a lot of trouble and havoc, and poke all my friends and have a good time with them. And I think we need a little bit of the little stash music.
I think Doug has found a beautiful future in front of him with videos.
Yeah.
He's born for it.
The man with
More
a
to me,
golden
friends.
voice of the radio god, but also the body of a Mr. Beast content creator style. He's got it all.
Watch out, Mr. Beast. Dr. Disrespect, I might go to that San Francisco game this weekend and just get into it with Disrespect. Let's go. Niners, Packers. He's a big Niners guy. He
Yep.
goes to the training.
Yep.
Wait, so who's going to GDC? Are we all going to go to GDC? Because we got to have like
Yeah.
a live show.
Yeah,
Can we do a live show?
Oh, yeah.
that'd be great.
Oh, from a tub?
Yeah,
Do it.
we could all be in the hot tub. All of us in the hot tub, and we'll just be all hanging out. And I'll bring all the
you're
equipment. I
going.
got it. We're going.
I don't know if you guys caught it. A couple of weeks ago, Dub and I did a show in the hot tub.
It was lit.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
I'm
sounds
about it.
Randy
nice.
hasn't been to a conference in a while, guys. I'm trying to get her to eat Denver, but she's got to come to GDC too. It's going to be wild.
Yeah,
Right.
GDC is going to be wild.
All the gaming nerds you could possibly imagine, Randy. They're all
Yeah, I
there.
can't wait.
Oh my
Right,
gosh,
just-
I
know
love
it's like
nerds.
it's like a heaven,
love
right?
No, I do. I love nerds. I'm a nerd myself, so why don't I like listen? Nerds are like the best people ever, and you know what? Nerds rule. Like they're the people that are going to be successessful, and they're always the people that end up
And
being
there's good food
successful.
out there
Even nerds.
too.
And
Good
if the
food.
food's good, I mean, sheesh,
Hey.
a girl loves to eat. So
Let's do it.
You're
Look
my
at that.
new
Just
favorite,
wonderful
Randy.
people all around this Stash. Like she just proved her point. Like, we're in Web3 gaming and surrounded by the most amazing people. I told everybody in regular NFT crypto land that, like, guys, get a life and get into Web3 gaming. This is where the real ones are at. It's where the real
Yeah.
people are at. It's cool. It's dope.
Let's
All the
go.
I love everybody here. I don't even know those people anymore. They're beneath me. Get out of here, regular people. Get in Web3 gaming or get lost. Give me some cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think I'm serious? Look at that man back there. Do you think I'm serious about this? Look at that man.
What a
Very
king.
serious. Okay.
What a king.
Whew. Okay, Stash. Well, I guess we're wrapping up the show. Thank you, everybody that showed up. The person in the chat, send me a DM on Twitter, Doug Hype, and I'll get you your shrapnel extraction pack. If you didn't notice, Dub's got shrapnel all over his body. He lives and drips shrapnel all the time. If you don't know about shrapnel or any of these games, ask us about it. They're
Jorge.
look at that. He's got on his phone.
What
Got
another
nothing. I got
flex,
nothing to
man.
flex.
2020.
Another flex.
Bury me
We're
in
going,
my
baby.
shrapnel.
Thank everyone
hoodie.
for being friends.
All right.
Make sure you
And,
like and retweet the show. though.
yes,
Make sure
like.
you share the show.
Oh, yeah.
Tell your
Follow
friends.
And
everyone on
actually,
the
if you
panel.
follow all
Watching
these
the
people
show.
on the show right now, I will
Tell
probably send you
everybody.
some cake or something, you know? Like, go
Yeah.
do it now.
Go share this with your ex-girlfriend. Go share this with your friends, gamers.
Also,
Go share
tell
this
me
with
who your
everybody.
favorite person is on the show. I want it's very specific in the comments. Who's the best? Who gives the best answers? Who the coolest one is? Definitely not Jorge. Definitely probably Randy. Maybe Dub. Maybe Stash. Don't vote for me, though.
It's a Randy
I'm the
G
host.
Dub
I don't
fight.
get votes. Okay. But thank you everybody for coming on the show. And what do we do to end the show, Stash? Do we have like an explosion?
We just we
What
out.
do we do?
Good job.